Hey, single ladies. All right. So often women, I talk to them on the phone and they're asking me about, why they're still single or how to meet more men or, how to improve their relationships. And so today I want to talk about one thing and just one habit that you can adopt and develop. And it comes from a mindset that will help you improve your opportunities to get that kind of relationship that you're looking for. So to kind of talk to you about that, first I want to tell you a little story. My husband and I, we had some visitors a few weeks ago, and one of those visitors was a young man who was about 12, and he was skiing for one of his first times. And so we talked to him about going over to a different peak on the mountain in order to ski there because we thought, well, he would like it. And he said, I don't know if I would like that or not. No, I'm not sure if I want to do that. At first he said no. And then we started talking to him about the things that may be good or the reasons that it might be good for him to go over to that mountain. I really tried to tell him, I think that you would like it. Here's what the runs are like over on that part of the ski area. And so finally he said, okay, he would do it. And I think at first he was a little bit scared and he had in his mind that he just wasn't going to like it, right? He'd already decided before he tried it out that he wasn't going to like it. But at the end of the day, they came back to our house and I asked him how he liked it. He said he loved it. He had so much fun. He liked it a lot better over there. So this story is to illustrate a point is that lots of times we don't know what we would or wouldn't like. We're just basing off of an assumption or some sort of maybe fear or a prejudice or something, and we just have these thoughts in our mind about what we would or wouldn't like. So this also applies to our dating and relationship life. Let me give you an example. I was coaching a woman one time, and she was telling me, well, but I don't want to move away to another state. I don't want to date long distance. So, okay, I get that. She likes where she is. But just like this young man who was skiing in our area, she didn't have enough information because she doesn't know what that would involve. Maybe she would meet a guy who would have a whole bunch of other qualities that she really, really liked. And so maybe she would think it was worth dating or moving out of state. So what I'm saying is that we get these prejudices in our mind and we try to weigh things out in relationship and figure out what we would and wouldn't like before we really have enough information. The reality is that she wouldn't know if she liked that or not until she had more information. Let me give you an example. There's a couple I can think of that she lived in, I think it was Nashville, he lived in Pennsylvania, and maybe if you had talked to her prior to meeting him and getting married, she would have said, no way, I am not moving out of Nashville. But as they developed a relationship, it became clear to her that the weights, as far as her reason for moving, were bigger than her reason for not moving. So what I'm saying is try to stay away from making assumptions about things that you would and would not like until you have more information. Now again, I'm not talking about something that's a red flag. I'm not talking about something that you shouldn't compromise on. Of course, we know that those things wouldn't be good, but everything else, you want to try to rule people in or rule men in before you rule them out, right? So don't go in with assumptions thinking I won't like this isn't going to be good, because every situation is a little bit different and every person is a little bit different. So if you're thinking I don't want to date out of state, and sometimes there's practical, logical reasons for why you can't do that. But if you're thinking I don't want to date out of state, I don't want to date online, I don't want to date anybody from my work because this is how it's going to turn out. When we make assumptions about things and we assume what we wouldn't like or how things are or are not going to work out based on a particular experience or something we've heard or whatever, what we're really doing is we're shortchanging ourselves. Because if you don't have enough information about a particular person or relationship, you don't have the information to decide if you would like that or not. That young man who went skiing, now he opened up a whole new world to himself because he was willing to say yes. So for all the reasons, or try to find as many reasons as you can to say yes instead of no. Be adventurous, be open, not with red flags, right? Not with things that we just know aren't good, like addictions and such. But be open and take risks because you never know how something might work out, and you never know how, you may think it really is worth dating because this long distance because this person's awesome, or it really is worth moving to that farm because I just love this person and they're giving me a new life, or you just never know how your heart might change. All right, I hope this has been helpful, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.